morning. I'm going to start calling myself the Crazy Cat Lady. If you watched yesterday's video, I think I'm going to call her Lucy. Somebody says you never know what you're going to do. Yeah, you never know what to expect from me. So, anyway, I think I'm going to call her Lucy, but I haven't decided for sure. I say I got her for the grandchildren. Yeah, right. Who am I kidding? Okay, I'm on here for Saturday Morn Makes, Sat Morn Makes, hosted by Jill Norwood, and lots of people participate. I ended up at my last video going, I'm not going to buy any more stuff this month. I don't know. Yeah, well. Oh, she's rolling over. Don't fall off the... Okay. I took the cat out. I'll get going here in a minute. Out, this Lucy, out on the porch where the real cat was, and he like rubbed up again like, I'm loving her. Oh, a new girl in town. So he didn't care one bit. So I should turn her off because that's annoying. I will turn her off. Hang on. I gotta have Emma over sometime this weekend to see this cat. There we go. You can put her on mute too, so better than a real cat. Like somebody said, you don't have to clean a litter box, you don't have to feed her, and I can turn her off. There you go. Okay, moving on. Sat Morn Makes. So I got into this altering words and different things, and I started with this bee, had been sitting out in my craft room, and I thought, you know, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? So this is Photoplay paper. I didn't bring that down. Of course, I'm scattered all over the hoobie doobies here. And some brand of, I just did washi, and what I do is I just layer it and layer it and layer it so it's more solid. A bow from Allie, and just some light yellow Recollections paper. This was also, I believe, Photoplay paper. It was all in my bee box. And then this, I use this glitter paper for the wings. I don't know if I like it or not, because everything else is so black and yellow that really this should be, I might alter that again. But anyway, this was softer, easier to use, not so hard glitter paper. It's the one from Walmart. If you don't want, sometimes you don't want the thick paper. I didn't. And I painted it black. And there you go. This part right here, I had to redo that because I'd get a smudge on it or something. I mean, I think that's the fourth layer. Just being honest. That's why I don't film myself crafting, because it's just an ongoing whatever moment. Okay, this is the one I ended up going back to. Well, I had a 40% off that Michaels wanted to make sure I didn't forget, so I got these little beads, rainbow beads for 40% off, and then I got a couple other little some classroom stuff, because my room is really plain. It's like, that doesn't look very welcoming. So, and it was all, I think it was 90%, 80% off. I don't know that Michaels does a 90 like Hobby Lobby does. So, anywho, so I got everything for like 20 cents or something. So I got the Eek from Dollar Tree, and you know, this is, so this bee was just MDF board, which is kind of, it's okay, but if you make a mistake or something and you wanted to paint this, it would be harder because it peels and, you know. But good old Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree now, has this in the wood, you know, and it really works nicely. So I learned from this one, I keep going back to this one, I didn't pre-paint her, I think it's a her, she's got a bow, before altering her. I just started picking out my papers and getting all excited about that. So this one I painted the whole thing, back and front, sides, and then went in. So these are my digital papers that I got, and I like that, and it's 90 pound paper, not 65. So it's not 110, so it's just workable, and I don't feel like I need, I'm using this as embellishments or something. I'm not using it as a card base, so I don't need 110 to go through the computer. I do, it's 8.5 by 11. Somebody asked, how do you do 12 by 12? Well, that's an expensive printer that I don't have. I think Epson makes it. So anywho, I had this roll, I don't know if I got it, I honestly don't remember where I got a bunch of these. Might have been Hobby Lobby, I can't remember. So I had this purple flower, or hearts. And so I put that on here and here. And the reason I went to Dollar Tree is I wanted these guys. And these are actually not in the, they're in the kids section. They're rings. They had these glitter ones and stuff, and they were too, that wasn't what I knew I had seen this. I didn't know where it was. I probably have them in my stash, but I just wanted them. So there we go. So I put that on there. Reason it's there is because one of my pieces of paper, I had two. And here's the neighbor cat. I may have to say no to him because he gets up and I don't want him to ruin the screen door. Anyway, so if you hear me doing that. And then I found my Bo Bunny blings I have in my linen closet. Yeah. And I have, this is another paper that I printed up, and then I just took Distress Oxides and went around to kind of make it so it's not so white. Another paper from Digital, and more Bo Bunny bling that I just break it apart. I hardly ever use it as it is made. I just kind of put it together how I want it. Then I had a big thing of buttons. So I had a purple button, and then I went into my, what are those, bottle cap stash, and I found this. And so, and this, sorry, I always do this, was All Seasons bottle cap pack. And it had this little purple thing in there because I didn't do the strings or anything. And then I found this Recollections bling in when I was in my, oops, one came up, linen closet. Yes, my entire house. If somebody ever robbed me, they'd be like, there's nothing of value in here. Oh, yes, there is. You just don't know what it is. They'd be like, what is the crazy? And then my cat, maybe I should get one of those dogs so it can bark. Anyway, so I'm really excited how this turned out. I had so much fun, and I took some of the bling little pieces and put them in the center of some of the cobwebs. Emma was telling me about, we have a lot of spider webs. I go, I know. Don't bother them. They worked so hard. And in the morning, go out and see them in the dew. It's one of my favorite things in the fall is the cobwebs with the dew. So anyway, so she goes, oh, what's dew? And we got into this whole conversation. So anyway, so there we go. That's what that reminded me of, is putting that white clear on there. So that's Eek. And I used more digital papers, but I am not done. I started Boo. So what I do, and I don't know that it's the right, I've seen other people do other ways, but I just put it like this. And so for the orange, I had this digital paper, put it on the back side, traced it, glue it down, trim it, and yep, not perfect if you look, but pretty darn close. And it's just for me, so it's like it's going to be up against the wall. So I just chose, so I thought I wanted some kind of ghost thing in there. Isn't this cute? So there you go. And then I'm not done. I'm going to probably put a button or something there. And I'm going through, I may do a welcome to my, you know, shopping my stash or organizing my Halloween stash. Oh my gosh. It's bad, guys. It's really, really bad. It's so much. So anyway, but while I'm doing that, I'm sure I'll find something that could be right there and to embellish this with. So I did the paper. I'm just using the Jot glue from Dollar Tree. But on this, you can't tell. I went through, see that glitter there? That, and I got these on, I think Amazon. Glitter Dust. And I think it was Tina, Crafty Bean, that shared that she uses this. And so I got this one on the iridescent, but I used the silver, and I just thought it kind of gave it that shine to it. So yeah, so I will share this one when it is done. But yeah, I had fun. Margaret's coming over today, and we're gonna, oh, here's my washi, because you had to see the roll of it. You wouldn't believe that I actually used washi. No. But see how clear it is? I just see through it is. I don't usually want it to be, because I'm doing where two papers go together. That's how I kind of cover that. So, but yeah, I don't know. Do you think I should alter the, I think I might just do polka dot wings. I'm really not liking the blue. It's just like, it doesn't go with the rest of it. So I'll probably do a black and white polka dot here, or a white with black polka dots. We'll see what I have. And change that up just to let you know. So I can just go glue it down over that. So my recommendation when you do these is to paint them the whole thing first, because that way, no, you don't really need to paint the front, but if something doesn't line up perfectly, then it kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way, especially on these word ones. I would say that's more that way for the word guys than the others. So anyway, I'm having fun. This is also Dollar Tree word, and they're out this year. And I went through some of my stuff, and of course I already had them. So there you go. We do not do, so here's Photo Play. We don't do Halloween anymore. We don't call it Halloween. We call it Harvest Day. This one is called, this is from Twyla, Photo Play, Twyla and Norbert Honeybees. So very cute. And I think that is it for this share, but check out everybody else. I mean, my goodness. If you need inspiration on what to craft or what to make, go to Sat Morn Makes. It's just awesome. I mean, there's so many ladies on here that are sharing, and my problem is when I watch a lot of you guys, I'm like, I have to have that now. And so I'm trying, but yeah, I went to, what else did I get at Michael's? Oh, I got a little pick. The fall stuff is 50% off, and it had a little girl witch on it. And then the uber cheap classroom stuff. So that's good. And then Dollar Tree just got some this and that's, right? I didn't really get much. So, yeah, will I ever quit shopping? Absolutely not. We know that, but I'm trying to just be a little bit more conscious of it. So I'll see you at the next haul, probably. You know me. I can't stand it. All right, guys. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.